Hey, do you mind subscribing just before this video starts? Thanks, appreciate it. Why is everyone getting into shamanism? Well, here are 3 reasons why you should see a shaman. Number 3, quantum physics. Elon Musk famously said that there's a 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance we're living in base reality. He believes it's very likely we're living in a hologram. But Elon is not alone. It turns out that shamans agree with him. In 1991, physicist Fred Alan Wolf spent years with indigenous tribes in South America. Wolf stated that shamans view reality just like Musk, as a gigantic hologram, and believe that we can affect our material world with intention and focused thought. In fact, a groundbreaking experiment in Israel proved that the shamans might have been right all along. It's called the observer effect, and it turns out that merely by watching something, the observer affects reality. It could be ironic that the tribes that we colonized for the last 300 years, their shamans might have had it right all along. Number 2, scientists believe. Any scientists that spend a significant amount of time with shamans tend to come around to their point of view. Take, for example, Dr. William Tufts Brigham, director of the Museum of Ethnology in Honolulu. At the ripe old age of 79, he said, "It took me years to come to the understanding of the reality of medicine powers. It's magic. It has been no easy task for me to come to believe magic possible. However, I trust that before you're as old as I am, the thing we call magic will have been taken into the laboratory and made a part of the working equipment of the world." And he's not alone. Neuroscientists and neurochemists have demonstrated that the brain carries its own conscious-altering drugs, including hallucinogens like DMT. In terms of natural selection, it's unlikely DMT would be present unless altering our state of consciousness confers some type of advantage. With the vast majority of pharmaceuticals coming from natural sources, maybe it's time we give the shamans some credit. Number 1, it's easy to get started. If you live in a major city, you'll have no problem finding a shaman on Yelp. Many of you might be wondering, what the hell do they do anyway? Typically, a session lasts about an hour, and they'll begin by observing your posture, your breathing, and your aura to find areas of blockage. Then, using either a feather or something called a sentak, they will literally suck the bad energy out of you. It could be a mental trauma from a past life or a physical ailment that has taken root. Either way, many say that after just one session, they feel an undeniable feeling of lightness and well-being. And if all of this is just too weird for you, it's very easy to do it yourself. For about 90% of Westerners, you can easily enter an altered state of consciousness by listening to loud and repetitive drumming in the range of about 220 beats per minute. Find a dark room, decide whether you want to travel to the upper or lower world, and think of a question that you want to ask a spirit or an animal guide that you'll encounter. It'll blow your mind. It seems like the universe has been giving us all clues that there's something more to the world than meets the eye. Why would DMT, a hallucinogen, naturally occur in the human brain? Why are quantum scientists starting to come around to the fact that the world actually might be a hologram? It might be time to actually start looking at shamans to try and figure out what knowledge did they have, what knowledge has been lost, and how can we benefit from the shamanic way of thinking. Hey guys, please subscribe. It could be your good deed for the day.